What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. Babylon Bee has been going hard on the event that's been happening in Canada with the Trucker Freedom Convoy. The police have been closing in and things have been getting hairy and scary. But Babylon Bee comes with the satire. Trudeau having difficulty teaching Canadian Mounties to goose step, the military procedure used by many dictators in their armies. Speaking of dictators, Xi Jinping criticizes Trudeau's heavy-handed approach. Even Winnie the Pooh doesn't approve. Trudeau watching old footage of T-Square to get ideas. You know they want to ban Babylon Bee so bad. Then we get a little bit more serious. U.S. to invade Canada to establish a democracy. Ooh, biting sarcasm and satire. But in real life, this will be the photo that we will see hundreds of years from now to depict what's happening in Ottawa. Ugly scene. An Ottawa police officer beats and knee thrusts an already wounded man to the ground, just following orders.
That's a wounded man.
Nothing like cops banding together to cover up a good beatdown. Then they brought the horses in.
Oh, come on through. Come on through. What is happening here? Wow. What is this lady doing? Trampling. Trampling horses. Trampling. Stop it. Stop it. What? Oh my God. They just trampled this lady. They just trampled that lady. They just fully trampled that lady. They just fully trampled that lady. Oh! There's the lady. There's the lady that was trampled. Yeah, the lady got fully trampled by the horse.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
You just got crushed by a horse.
I'm going to get into how that pertains to America and why there was a purge of the military and police. Before I do that, it was interesting to see the Ottawa police tweet, "We hear your concern for people on the ground after the horses dispersed a crowd. Anyone who fell, got, and walked away. We're unaware of any injuries. A bicycle was thrown at the horse further down the line and caused the horse to trip. The horse was uninjured." Ottawa police, is this what you're talking about? I'm going to play that. Did you see a bike get thrown at anybody? I didn't see anybody throw a bike anywhere. We have video. Why are you lying? Ottawa police. Thank God the woman who was trampled by Trudeau's officers is not dead. Her shoulder was dislocated and she is in the hospital. Care to correct the no injuries statement, Ottawa police? There were leaked text messages from the police, and one of them said, "Just watched the horse video. That is awesome. We should practice that maneuver." The Ottawa police says that even if protesters retreat and go home, they'll be hunted and punished.
Protesters at this point, retreat and go home. Are they going to be getting sort of repercussions down the road? Or are you going to be sort of actively pursuing the people that you've been sort of documenting and filming who are still out there protesting? What are your plans after this, after the protest is over?
Thank you. It's a great question. And the simple answer is yes. If you are involved in this protest, we will actively look to identify you and follow up with financial sanctions and criminal charges. Absolutely. This investigation will go on for months to come. It has many, many different streams, both from a federal financial level, from a provincial licensing level, from a criminal code level, from a municipal breach of court order, breach of court injunction level. It will be a complicated and time time-consuming investigation that will go on for a period of time. You have my commitment that that investigation will continue, and we will hold people accountable for taking our streets over.
Nothing like trying to de-escalate a situation by giving people nothing to lose. Many people were commenting on the police and how we shouldn't be supporting them with these vile actions that they're doing. I would like to aim higher. The police are just stooges of the state. And by state, I mean government. As long as the government exists, they will be able to find someone, likes to fight guy, bad people, people who are desperate, to get paid to legally beat somebody's ass. Going after citizens who take that job, I understand it, but that's not the root of the problem. If you want to take out the weeds, you've got to get the roots. When you go to America, that's why the cabal used an experimental drug as a test of allegiance in the military and tried to do it in various police units, and they were successful in some, and firefighters and all the way down the line. They had to purge the police and military of people who would not obey when given vile orders like the Canadian police. The Canadian truckers who led the protests, and many other citizens in Canada joined in, they showed you the way and the path to winning. They are winning. I know it looks dark. They risked a lot. The government, as you heard, will hunt them down like dogs, potentially. But in the long run, they sacrifice to help their children and future generations win. At some point, you have to take a stance. They helped expose Trudeau. Blackface Trudeau was trending on Twitter. And it wasn't just blackface. It was blackface and guy with the funny mustache. They helped expose. This is from 2013, I believe. But I've never dug into Justin Trudeau that often, and I wouldn't have if it weren't for these truckers. Justin Trudeau lets us know what he respects.
He was asked which country he most admired and referred to China.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China. Because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted, that I find quite interesting.
What's funny, I want to laugh too. How many rulers do you think in the world agree with that statement? And when you think about it, that makes everything add up. Because that's where we're trending to in Canada and the U.S. still. I'm going to leave you out with the power of peace, the power of peacefulness. The person that I attribute this to the most is Martin Luther King Jr. That's just the person that I know that leveraged peaceful protests to enact change. The Canadian truckers are doing the same thing. And as long as we got God, as long as they stay peaceful, and in America, as we proceed, and there's talks of a similar type of protest in America, as long as we stay peaceful, as long as we got God, then we gonna win. Let me know what you think. Take care.
We gonna win.
You're literally the last thing holding us from having our freedom. You are the last fucking things.
We gonna win. We gonna win.
Stop hindering us,
man.
man. We want our freedom. Once we give them up, that's it. We'll never get them back. It takes broken promises to get people into communism and revolution.
We gonna win. I said as long as we got God, then we gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win. They tried to count me out, but hey, I'm back again. I lost some fans because I stopped condoning sin. Lost opportunities because I can't pretend. Ay, tell the devil he can spin. We God's children, so we know that we gon' win. Say it again, I'm covered by the arm. A devil he working, but we going harder. No one they thought we was dead, it's the charger. I cannot I'm on point like an altar. Yo, we go out and it's the engine starter. Look to the sky, not talking can it's Parker. Don't vote, it's just how I'm cut like a barber. I'm a shine minder when the world is dark. Ay, yeah, they messed up, they done let me in. Yeah, I know they thought we would never win. Now I'm about to make them upset again. Ay, Read Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom and all of God's righteousness. Everything given to those that can see. We gon' win. We gon' win. Yeah, we gon' win. Hey, as long as we got God, then we gon' win. We gon' win. We gon' win. We gon' win. They tried to take me out, but I bounce back again. We gon' win. We gon' win. I said as long as we got God, then we gon' win. We gon' win. We gon' win. We gon' win. They tried to count me out, but hey, I'm back again.
This is trucks are coming in right now. Here comes the police. This is the absolute front line right here.
They tried to count me out, but hey, I'm back again.
Actually, I'm super happy to announce on your show, first time here, dropping the start date here. So officially, this is from the top. This is what's happening. We will be launching our convoy February 23rd, Wednesday, February 23rd, beginning in the Barstow area. Routes will be announced within the week exactly, but we are launching February 23rd out of the Barstow, California area, and we will be marching our way east.
So
when do you plan on arriving in the swamp? That's the $1 million question.
That is everyone's question. It's going to be a slow go, and we'll be updating as we move along. I just want to make sure it's clear that this is a peaceful protest, peaceful, reiterate, peaceful, and that we will release those details on our arrival as we narrow it down. We have convoys coming from every direction in the country. We have a main chute coming out of Barstow, but there's people coming out of the Northwest, the Southeast, out of Texas, up out of Maine. There are convoys coming from every direction. I'm just one small piece, that's working with a great team of co-organizers. We have state leads. I mean, this is bigger than any person. I'm not the leader by any means of this. I'm just a co-organizer. And we are trying to coordinate that effectively to arrive at the same time while meeting up along the way to grow our convoy.
And, bigger than any one person and really bigger than any one political party. And I was wondering what your thoughts are on some, media and others trying to make this about left-wing politics or right-wing politics when really it's about working-class Americans and what's happening to everyday Americans out there who can't afford to pay for their meals, they can't get their supplies. They just really want everything to get back to normal.
Yeah, the bottom line is we need to end the Emergency Powers Act. That'll help get rid of the mandates, obviously. And that's pretty much what we're asking for, to restore order.